See, the next topic is type of acquired immunity. Acquired immunity can be of two types: active acquired immunity and passive acquired immunity. It is like your active voice and passive voice of English. Okay, in active acquired immunity, your body becomes activated. It will produce antibody on exposure to antigen. Okay, here in passive, the person's body, the one who is infected, is not able to make the antibody. So the source of antibody will be different from that person. Okay, so someone else will make the antibody for this immunity. Okay, so for providing passive immunity, someone else antibody is required, and in active immunity, our body will make its own antibody. Okay, now active immunity can be of two types. It can be natural active acquired immunity, or it can be artificial active acquired immunity. Let's see what is natural active acquired immunity. Suppose antigen enters into our body. Okay, antigen for causing chickenpox or measles enter into our body. Our body will recognize that antigen, and our body will make the antibody against that antigen. The whole event will be recognized and memorized. Okay, next time whenever that same antigen enters into our body is able to immediately work against that antigen by using the saved antibodies. Okay, so next time we will not suffer from measles or chickenpox. Okay, this is natural active acquired immunity. Now second one is artificial active acquired immunity. Listen very carefully. In artificial acquired immunity, our body is provided with vaccines. See, a newborn baby is provided with different type of vaccines, like vaccine for BCG, vaccine for hepatitis. Why all these vaccines are provided? See, this BCG or hepatitis or different type or polio, all these different type of vaccines, they are actually inactivated antigens. These inactivated antigens, when inserted into the body by any means, by injection or by drops, when they are entered into our body, because they are inactivated, they cannot cause the disease, but our body will be exposed to that antigen. It will recognize the structure, it will make the antibody against it, so that next time when a real antigen for hepatitis or antigen for polio enters into our body is having memory. So with the help of that memory, our body will fight against that antigen immediately. So the time period will be reduced and we will not suffer with disease. That's why vaccines are very important. Okay, here body is able to make the antibodies against the antigen in both the cases. That's why it is called as active. The source can be natural. Naturally, when antigen is entering into body, naturally our body is producing the antibody. It can be artificial. We are inserting some artificial antigens into our body so that our body will recognize it, it will memorize it, and next time whenever any real antigen enters into our body can fight against it. Now next one is passive. In passive immunity, the person's body, the one who is suffering, the one whose body the antigen is entering, remains passive, not able to make the antibodies. For example, a fetus which is present inside the womb of mother is totally dependent on mother for the antibodies. Whatever happens, if something happens with that fetus, the mother's antibody will save the child or will save the fetus. Okay, so the source of antibody is natural, mother to child, through the placenta of mother. Okay, so this source is natural. That's why this immunity is called as natural passive immunity. The immunity is provided to the child by the mother antibody is produced by mother and immunity is provided to the child. So here the child is passive. Similarly, after birth, mother provides milk or mother provide colostrum or milk. The first milk of the mother is having many antibodies. That antibodies, they enter into the body of child and they save the child from different type of diseases. Now see, in both these cases, mother is making the antibody and child is using that antibody. So this child is passive here in this case. Okay, that's why we are calling this but the source of that antibody is natural, mother to child. Okay, so that's why it is called as natural passive acquired immunity. The last one is artificial. Artificial means the person is not at all able to make the antibody. For example, human body is not able to make the antibody for rabies. So but what happens if rabies, the virus for rabies enters into our body? We cannot save ourselves. So what is done here? The horse is hyperimmunized. It means horses are provided with the vaccines, okay, so that horse will produce the antibody. Then we will collect the serum of that horse and will make the antibody vaccines for ourselves. So here the source is not related to the one who is getting the antibodies. That's why it is called as artificial passive acquired immunity.